Have you ever been falling asleep or waking up in the morning and you're in that very transitional period of sleep where you're not really asleep, but you're not really awake, but you are aware that you are kind of in this sleep sort of state? Maybe you just had a dream and you're starting to wake up in the morning, but then you go back to bed and you kind of go back into the dream and you're like, oh, this is the dream I'm having, but I'm also a little awake right now. In that state, you might start to feel your body vibrate. It can feel very, very intense. And what is happening is your body, your soul is preparing to astral project. And this can be super jarring when it actually happens. So I got a message from a guy named Caleb asking me for help with this. This is a few days ago. So Caleb says, "Hello Ryan, I'm Caleb and I came across your content on the internet concerning astral projection. And I think I am experiencing it even before knowing what astral projection is. I have so many questions that I hope you'll help answer. Thanks." In the morning, this often happens in the morning, right when you wake up or you go back to bed. It just happens in the middle of the night when you go back to bed. It's kind of whenever you're in that transitional sleep-wake phase, this can happen. He said, "I experienced the vibration after a long time." Yes, after a long time of focus on this, on yourself, on this state of no movement. You're not moving, you're just focusing on this state. You'll begin to vibrate. This time it was different. This time it was so intense and I've never been so conscious. The astral is more conscious than waking life. Things are more vivid there. This is just information that I've gathered from other sources and also a guru that I had who astral projects all the time, and we talk about it occasionally. This time it was so intense and I've never been so conscious. I mean, I was so fully aware and I swear it was not a dream. My eyes were wide open. Even though my room was dark, I saw pitch darkness. The vibration got so intense that I began to see a halo-like resonance, more like a wave pulsating around my body. So you will start to feel this vibration. So I've tried to astral project before, and what happens is you get into a vibrational stage. This is a pre-exit the body stage. Your whole body's gonna vibrate like crazy, and it's gonna be very intense, more intense than you might even imagine it to be. And it's gonna go so vibrating that it's gonna start to go up and down your body. It's gonna go crazy, up and down, up and down, up and down, until eventually, if you really surrender to it and you let it happen, you can pop out of your body and into the astral. So I have experienced that portion of it. I just have not gotten to the out-of-body experience yet. I could literally see it, and I was terrified that I'd close my eyes, but still see it with my eyes closed. Yep, that can happen. You can start seeing through your eyelids into the astral. It's crazy. I was fully aware of what I was experiencing, and all I could think was, it's happening. I didn't leave my body, but just wanted to be awake. So I moved my toes and arms and stopped. Yeah, so what happens is you get scared. It's scary. You've never experienced it before. This can be a really scary experience to go through. Oftentimes, people will want to astral project. They go through the process, they learn what to do, and when they get to this phase of like this crazy vibration, they're like, oh my God, this is real. Holy crap. I don't know what it's like to be outside my body. What is that even gonna be like? Am I safe out there? Are there demons? Can I be attacked? Can I be cut off from my body and never come back to my body? All things that go through your mind in that moment. And then you get scared and you wake up, you try to get out of it, you just, oh, I'm back. And then you lose the opportunity to exit the body into the astral. A couple questions here that he had was, what was the wave-like pulse radiating over my body? This is your soul getting ready to leave your body. If this happens again, what should I do? Surrender. Let go completely. You feel the fear. If you want to astral project, then you gotta surrender to it. You gotta just totally give in, flow, let it happen. Don't force it, allow it. And don't get scared to, feel the fear and let it go. I remember some previous experiences I had. That was before I even knew the term astral projection. I never knew it was a thing. Once I had was encountering this dark being. It was so horrifying. This darkness, it's almost engulfing. Like when it stares at me, it was as if I'm being swallowed into it. It had red eyes that glowed, and that was the only thing I could see. He had a battle with it, and he prayed to get away from it, and he woke up. So can you enter a scary place in the astral? Yes, you can enter the lower astral, especially if you astral project and exit the body in a state of fear. Then you will likely be in a fearful place in the astral. The astral is a very emotional place, so wherever your emotional state is where you're going to be in the astral. It's not a physical location like we have here in waking consciousness on Earth. It's kind of like, it's timeless. You can go anywhere, and at any point, there's no time limit. There's no like location limit. It's all emotional based. So if you're in a state of joy or love, you'll go into a place in the astral that is full of love and joy. If you're in a place of like shame and sorrow, you'll go to a place in the astral that has that. So obviously he is very scared and fearful of this experience. So when he wakes up in the astral, when he comes out of his body, he's experiencing fearful entities, that feed on that fear. Now you cannot get hurt in the astral. You're not going to be able, nothing's going to hurt you. Your body's fine. The worst that can happen is that you wake up and you feel fear. So it's all emotional. It's not going to actually hurt you. And the key, what you do in that situation, if you wake up or you come into the astral and there's these demons and these negative entities that scare the crap out of you, and they can be terrifying. It's like a psychedelic experience. It's crazy intense. What you do, there's a lot of things you can do. Infinite things you can do to respond to this. He prayed. That's a great one. You can pray to your guardian angel. You can pray to God. You can pray to your higher self. Get me out of here, protect me, bring me into the higher astral realm. And usually that will help bring it up. This is not my experience because I haven't astral projected, but this is from my research and from my mentor. This is what he says. I'm really curious. I really want to experience this thing. Yep. So if you want to experience it, you got to surrender into it. You got to let go of the fear. And the fear is important because if you enter the astral in fear, you're going to experience negative entities, which cannot hurt you, but it's not very pleasant. What was the title of this video? I accidentally astral projected. Yeah, so you can accidentally have this happen. If you feel your body vibrate, start to really vibrate like crazy when you're just laying in bed in this kind of between sleep and wakefulness state, this is your astral self getting ready to exit the body. And if you can't get yourself to get there, it's also possible that you're just not ready for it. There's kind of this overarching plan, control, divine powers that kind of facilitate things. So like when you are living a life in alignment with your highest self, when you are purposefully going out of your way to live in divinity, being as truthful as possible, as doing your sadhana, doing your meditation, doing all these things, and you give 100% to it, the divine notices that. And what can happen is that astral projection can be a next step, because the astral is another place to learn. It's another dimension of your being to explore. And it's only really accessible to people who are ready for it. My guru from back in Chicago told me that he doesn't have to try. It just happens for him. He goes to bed and he wakes up in the astral, and when he's asleep, he's out enjoying the astral, and he meets beings, and he says it's fucking amazing. It's awesome out there. Don't force it if you can't get there. It's not your time. It's fine. Focus on your sadhana. Focus on your meditation, on your awakening practices, and allow things to happen as they happen, and surrender when the experience presents itself to you. So if you would like my help or have some questions for me, please leave me a comment or send me an email at ryan@nurtureyourspirit.org. And also, if you want to fast track your awakening journey and learn the techniques that I have used and I have learned to have several different awakenings and enter into higher consciousness, go ahead and click the link below to my 7-day spiritual awakening course. It's a 7-day challenge. It has the best stuff. It's what's helped me the most. And it's got some really potent stuff in there that really can help you just accelerate, boost that awakening timeline for you. So with that being said, have a fantastic day.